know in this world that many unanswered questions, mysteries.
Talk, Al. We're rolling.
You know what I say? If you think you have all the answers, you ain't got nothing. You're in your little piddly little kitchen there frying eggs up and bacon. The hell you gonna know about what's going on? What do you know? The hell you gonna know?
Where the hell did that come from?
What the hell you gonna know about what's happening out in the damn forest, man?
So you said you're frying in your little kitchen, frying eggs and bacon.
Pacific Northwest, man.
That was classic
that
right
is
there.
so
All right, hold on.
Vast.
We're gonna roll into
That's
one
like
that I picked up locally. Like I said, we've been getting Hot Butcher locally. I couldn't be more happy.
Butcher,
And this is one we only get very little, like maybe 2-3 flavors tops.
Sunglasses on.
So this is what I picked up: Cosmic Fountain. That was a great line. You're in your little kitchen frying up eggs and bacon, thinking you know what's going on in the forest. That was good. That was really good. That was words of knowledge right there. This is Citra, Waimea, and I think that's how you say it. Waimea, and Mosaic Hopped Double IPA, 7.5%.
Oh,
Cosmic Fountain. It's got like a rainbow of smoke and soot
7.5.
blasting out of a volcano.
oh, the lava.
Yeah, you see it?
Holy shit. I love the marketing on this.
Oh yeah, Hot Butcher does right.
This is incredible.
So this is a 7.5%. They consider that double, but they're saying taste. We should get Lust Citrus. Are you listening?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lust Citrus, Dank Pine, and Bright Berry. Throw that out.
Berry.
Nah, that's false. You don't get no berry in beer unless they put it in. Let's get a white. Let's get a snap. That's a selling gimmick.
What do you mean selling? It ain't real?
I don't think so.
You're trying to fake
You're a big berry guy, right?
Yeah, I love berries. Strawberry's my favorite.
No, like you're like,
I'll hit other
but you're
berries.
huge on berries, right?
Yeah.
How many beers have you drank? Many, right?
Many. I don't have an exact
From
number.
any of the IPAs you drank, have you ever gotten berry? Unless it's added.
No, mostly, other fruits. Not berry fruits.
Yeah, like citrus or
Yeah,
tropical.
Yeah, orange.
I always say that
peach.
because I'm the same way. I buy berries constantly. I'm
No, I
constantly
never
eating
get-
berries. And I hear all these people saying, oh, berry this, strawberry, blueberry. Never once have I gotten that in a beer.
Let me tell you one thing. As far as berries, that's one of Bigfoot's biggest digests. They eat berries.
I'm a big berry guy, too.
Yeah.
That's
they
why I know. You can say I'm bullshitting,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you right now, never once is there berry in a beer.
The berries.
Unless it's physically added, like a
That's
puree
big
or something.
thing, man,
All right,
berries.
look at that.
And when I say they eat berries, a good portion.
Dad, you remember,
Oh.
do you remember what were those, the Goya drinks?
Oh, you made it soda? Monta?
No, you used to pull the little tab back. They were like nectar. No.
Oh, the nectar. The
Yeah, what were they?
pear drinks?
It was like a white box. You pull the tin.
Yeah.
No, what were they called?
I forget, man.
That's what it looks like. The color.
Yeah, the nectar. Yeah, those are the nectar juices.
Yeah.
Yeah, pear. Yeah, peach. Yeah. Oh, it's all
That's what it looks like to me. Oh, Boricua style, right?
Yeah. Well,
All right. Oh, Dad, I see.
that's it.
Oh, I see sediment. Look at the bottom.
It's sediment.
No, look at the bottom of mine. You see it?
Yeah, that's a cool.
A little bit of
Cool.
hot cookies. Cameron. you
Wait,
know what
who
I'm
got
talking
this
about.
for you?
I picked this up locally. We finally get Hot Butcher around here.
Oh,
But we
good.
only get a little bit, like maybe 2-3 flavors. That's it.
Oh, they skip on it.
Hopefully we'll grow. No, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe down the road we'll get 5-6 flavors.
But that's New York, man. New York.
No, it was Hot Butcher. It's Chicago.
Chicago. Oh, that's what's his name? Patrick.
Yeah, Pat.
Pat's
A
out.
bunch of them. A bunch of my people. Kenny, my man Kenny out there.
Yeah, I
Rat,
remember
remember Rat? You remember Rat?
Yeah, him I remember.
Rat,
Not
yeah.
Kenny. I don't know.
Oh, Kenny's my other friend.
Rat.
All right.
Oh, what a name, Rat.
Rat's beer reviews. That's my buddy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what do we got?
Pancake head. Non-see-through. Very, very thick.
Yeah.
Dense. Cloudy. All right. Let's get a nose.
Give it a little tilt.
Oh, Dad, smell that.
Yeah.
Citrus.
A refreshing. Yeah,
Citrus.
it's like a refreshing.
You know when you show up at the resort and they got like those fruity
Oh,
drinks
man.
with the umbrellas?
Yeah.
Like the all-inclusive in like the Caribbean?
Man, I'm starting to pass a gas here. Those damn beans we had. Man.
But Dad, you were feeling a little under the weather a little bit ago. Now these IPAs are perking you up a little bit.
Yeah, I made like an extreme comeback.
All right, so give me a percentage.
I wasn't feeling
Hold
well
on.
this morning.
88 Bigfoot Al is back, what, 80%, 85, 90?
Maybe 85.
85.
I know these fucking things will maybe bring me up to 100.
He's back 85%.
No, but I have made a good. I was really feeling shit.
Yeah, he was all shaky and getting like a slight fever.
Body aches, but no coughing, nothing.
He had a slight fever too.
I might have had. I took Tylenol.
That was early in the day. This Saturday, by the way. So he had that early in the morning, and then we went to the restaurant around.
Yeah, that was good.
4 p.m.
The brewery,
and he's been good ever since. Yeah, we went to First Date, killed it.
First State, yeah, that was good.
He had a 12.75% barley wine.
I don't know how.
How do you go from being sick and Tylenol to have?
I don't know how I got through that, man. Holy shit.
Huh? You were sick, couldn't eat breakfast, shakes.
I didn't eat at all.
Slight fever. That was like what, maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, about 9:30. Yeah.
And then 4 p.m. he's at the local brewery drinking and eating a 12.75% barley wine.
And I normally don't.
You know who would be proud of that? Bear. You hear that?
Bear.
That would make him smile.
Does he get sick, Bear?
Nah, not really.
Like you never get sick.
Yeah, I don't get sick.
I don't normally, but I
You got a detox.
I was.
But that was impressive. Your turnaround that was impressive.
I was hurt.
For what? What are you, 72?
73, man.
For a 73-year-old man to regain like that's pretty. I hope I can do
I'm
that.
in a fucking gym, man. A lot of times.
Like a juvenile Bigfoot, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this.
I wear my shirt sometimes. They look at it.
I can't believe you recovered. He was literally. This is no bullshit. Dad, about 2 hours ago, you were upstairs on the couch sleeping.
Yeah, I did. I was snoozing. It gets to me.
He was all low energy.
I gotta let
Done.
go. I gotta let go. You know.
All right, let's go in. Let's go
get
in.
into it. All right.
Wow. That tastes like a fruit juice.
It is smooth. Very smooth.
What the hell were those things called? The Goyas.
Oh, man. I remember, opening.
Grandma always had them. It was like a little tin tab, like a foil. You pull back.
Yeah.
Like a triangle.
Yeah. They were little, miniature drinks. They came in peach, orange, pear.
I remember nectar. It was something nectar.
Yeah. It's like the version of the can, the nectar you get in cans.
Yeah, but it was a box.
It was a carton. Yeah. Those were the on-the-go type.
It's the same texture. This is heavy.
You
Dad.
remember that?
Yeah, this is thick. Yeah, that's thick. That's like almost like 2% milk, right? Think about the texture of 2% milk. Not full, not whole milk.
You got this local?
Yeah.
Holy crap, man!
Man, that is freaking fantastic.
No. This is
all right. They're saying
very good.
we both say
hoppy.
Hold on, we both say citrus, right?
Hoppy.
Definitely citrus, right? They hit that.
Yeah.
They said lust citrus.
What I got here? What is this? I got a freaking shell.
That's pistachio.
How'd that get in there, man? I don't
Dad,
know. I must be eating it on it.
They said lush citrus. That's correct, right? I agree.
Yeah. Citrus.
All right,
yeah,
they're saying a dank pine. So, are you getting anything like
something refreshing? But I don't
no,
know
something. When they say pine, they mean like an earthy, like a Christmas tree, like a earthy sting. I'm not getting that.
No, I'm not getting. I'm getting something different. I don't know what it is.
And then they say
my senses are kind of
bright berry. That's garbage. I'm getting mostly citrus. Maybe a little pineapple.
Yeah, fruit. Yeah, I would say that.
But once again, creamy, smooth, thick, chewy.
Hot butcher.
Low carbonation. There's not much carbonation either, right? Not a lot of bubbly.
I like this volcano eruption.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I can't believe you were out, passed out. I thought you were done for the day.
Me
Actually,
too.
I asked them twice.
I thought I was done.
I asked them twice. I said, Bigfoot, you want to do a review?
Yeah.
And then he had a second wind, and he said, all right. And then we did one, and now we're doing two.
You notice I'm tilted to the right. So I can't straighten up too well.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
But I can hang with this.
Another thing you gotta remember, this is only 7.5%. That's low. This is like the texture of a triple.
The texture, yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, but it's good. I don't know how far I can go now, man. This will probably be it for me.
You said that way before.
Yeah, you know what? Why did I do that? I'm feeling bad. I come back and I ask you, let's do it. I don't want to do that shit.
Once it hits the
My word,
lips,
so
Frank the Tank.
My worst so I was really out of it this morning. Well, I didn't eat, and I ended up.
Maybe you'll go to Home Depot tomorrow. Bed Bath and Beyond. Who knows?
I don't know. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
All right, I'm ready to rate this. This is very good. For a 7. Now remember, this is only 7. This is less than 8%. With that much flavor and that texture, I'm gonna 4-4 it.
Interesting.
4-4.
4-4.
Yeah.
So around that area. I would not like the other 4-5. This is more of a 4-5 for me.
4-5. All right, put it in.
The other one was super. That triple, only because it was up there. The levels were up.
Now picture this. Picture if they made this in a triple version at 10%. The same beer.
I may
bump
have
it up.
to change that scoring. You know, that may have to come up a bit.
That'd be big. Anything you want to leave them with? We rambled on the last one. Listen.
All right. For all you guys out there, whoever's gonna watch this video, AI is coming with a fury. You have no way to escape it.
I'll beat it.
It's gonna be in every facet of your life.
I'll beat it. If you don't believe anything, you say, that's fake.
It could fake you, but it really has nothing to do with that. It's companies wanting to do better in their businesses. It's helping everybody streamline their business. They're using the super intelligence. Most people nowadays use narrow AI, which is just like you call customer service, and puts you through those autonomous cars. They're narrow because they only do one thing. That's all they do.
You got to think the stuff the military has.
Yeah, but now you got this super intelligence where it ventures out in every facet of our lives. Medical.
Well, you ever heard about that computer?
Legal.
You ever heard about that computer they have?
Which one?
It was Project Looking Glass.
Looking Glass, yeah. What about
You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
This was supposedly back in the day.
That's been around a long time.
Supposedly, our military or intelligence had a computer back in the day that was able to see. Okay, say you put in a situation like, okay, if we went to war with China, say you type that in, America.
They have it. They have capability.
I know. America versus China war. That Looking Glass could give you
possibilities, all the possibilities.
Yeah, it
all
could cover
outcomes.
every angle. If this variable changes, it'll make this happen. If this variable changes, it'll make this happen. Basically, seeing in the future.
I hardly believe in that.
I mean, it's considered a conspiracy theory, but was Project Looking Glass real? Do those super quantum computers exist?
You hit it right on the quantum computers.
Oh, I know all about this shit.
That's the key. Those are the key words.
You're talking to the top conspiracy guy.
All right, quantum computers. People see computers as something they get on and they go through Facebook.
No,
we ain't talking about that.
That's the generic public version.
Yeah, that's the beginnings of it. But now quantum,
like they always say, the government is 30 to 50 years ahead technology wise.
And a lot of it is so far sci-fi. The difference between sci-fi and science fact is that sci-fi ends up becoming science fact. Okay? So when you're looking at sci-fi and they talk about it now, later on, that's going to be real. It's going to become fact.
This
leads to that.
But that's what I'm saying. So are those Project Looking Glass, are those...
Wholeheartedly, man.
Is that stuff real? Like, is that how they're coming up with all these crazy ideas? Like, what's something nuts?
All I know is this super intelligence is being used by our government, other governments, China, and possibly Russia, but not to the extent that we're taking it, where it's actually going to take control of everything. You're not going to need people to manually interject or manually...
Well, I don't know if it'll get that far. I think you're always...
It's going to know beforehand if there's a problem, and it's going to circumvent it on its own without human... without human
possibly,
help.
But you always need people behind the scenes to drive.
You will need people
to drive
this. But right now, all those jobs, consultants and stuff.
Ah, that's it.
You're not going to need those people. You can use AI.
I don't think we need them now. But anyway.
Yeah, well, a lot of them are going to. There's going to be a lot of jobs.
Trim the fat.
It's going to be a lot. I always say if you can't beat them, you got to join.
But we're going off what we were originally talking about.
yeah. Well, whatever. Man.
So
it ain't just artificial.
No, you think about movies like Back to the Future and all that stuff, where Nikola Tesla said, you know, and then there was
this is coming.
The Philadelphia Project where they warped that ship.
Oh yeah, the Philadelphia Project, yeah.
Is that stuff possible?
Man, I don't know. I mean,
see, we can't fathom. Well, I can, but the average person can't fathom it now
people
because
don't even
to
care.
them, their biggest technology is a Tesla driving itself
Yeah,
and their cell phone in their hand. They don't understand the other shit that's out there.
They have no clue.
No clue.
I mean,
So they're like, no, that's not possible.
And you're talking the majority of people.
No, because here's the thing.
Majority.
But here's the
of people,
thing.
Not the
Hollywood is
the many few that
hold
do
on.
know.
Movies and all that shit is invented to steer your brain. It's a form of brainwashing.
Yeah.
It steers your brain in a certain direction. So if you heard something like, oh, that's science fiction. That's science fiction. That's not real. It's just imaginary.
Yeah.
But in reality, all that science fiction is based on something real that you don't know about. Where do you think these people come up with these ideas? They don't just think about it. It's something that is presented
thinking about this the last 60
as
years.
being true, and then they'll write a screenplay in a false reality, and then you automatically associate that with science fiction.
And it's going to become real.
Because how did you see and learn about it? Through movies. And movies, everybody know, are fake. It's actors. But the basis of that story and that information came from somewhere else.
No, you're right. I mean, I agree wholeheartedly.
And that's how they do it. That's how they trick you to be like, oh, nah, that's just movies. You watch too many movies. Where did that concept come from, though?
It's man's imagination becoming reality.
No, it's not imagination. You can't imagine.
Yeah, it's
this is stuff you can't imagine. We're not talking about imagination. We're talking about imagination.
But it becomes real.
Reality. Yeah.
It ends up becoming real.
Like when people were talking about automated cars and flying cars, that's not imagination. That was already thought of or seen
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
It was thought of back then.
No, it wasn't thought of. It was seen behind the scenes. How? That's speculation. And it was presented to people. That knowledge spread. Somebody who has a clever mind writes a science fiction screenplay, presents it as a movie. Now, yeah, that part of it is fake. But where did that original information come from?
I don't know the roots
Oh,
of
I
it,
know where it came.
the origins of it. I don't know.
I know 100%
But
where it came from. But you would be labeled as a crazy tinfoil hat person.
Well, they thought Tesla was nuts, right? Look, we now know different, don't we?
Tesla was far from
But
nuts.
just to give
He
the
was
audience
actually
out
robbed,
there,
but
just to give the audience out there a little, summary of what's really going on. They are building this AI in places they call them data centers.
I don't think they're building it. It was already
No.
here.
No, but they're using machines. They use servers.
No, they're just making it to the masses.
Listen to me. They use
No,
servers.
they're just introducing it to the masses. It was already here.
Right. But what I'm saying now, we can all communicate with that intelligence through our phones.
Yeah, they let the
We can
average
talk to them.
Joe Schmo can now.
We can now talk to them. And you know how they do it? They actually have these servers. They have them in the cloud. You heard of the cloud? The cloud is worldwide. It's everywhere. And what they do, they constantly update that cloud. The internet connects you to the cloud.
I hear everything you're saying, but here's what all right, we're gonna end it on this. This is the point I'm trying to drive home.
This is coming.
You watch a movie like The Terminator, right?
Yeah.
Or The Matrix, or whatever.
That's
the original books of The Matrix.
That's going advanced. That's looking ahead.
Where did those concepts come from? Because we're actually rapidly approaching where that is a possibility. Where
Yes.
you could create a system that could overrule you.
So you want to know where that came from?
No, I know where it came from. I'm saying I want
I know where it came
I want
from.
everybody to really think about it. No, because most people just automatically divert to Hollywood and movies.
No, I don't. No.
Everything they know is from TV and movies and radio and newspapers. They don't know anything besides what is forced down their throat.
I can tell you this. I believe this has always been my notion of extraterrestrials. They came here. They seeded us.
Now you hit them. Oh, okay, but here's where we're going. I agree.
We're maturing.
I agree with you.
We're maturing.
But here is where we're going to go like this.
I'm just telling you.
We're going to go like this. Because extraterrestrial to you means outer space, which that is bullshit.
Unworldly, otherworldly beings. They're not from here.
No, they are from here. They're from the outer lands.
Well, what they did, they seeded us, and we.
No, that I don't believe. No.
Well, I'm just
we
saying,
are from Christ.
And we're not
100%.
maturing. The problem is, we're not maturing to almost their level.
No.
And they realize this. I'm just saying, man.
No, we are from Christ, and that is undeniable. But.
Here's another thing to think about. Religion. You have all these religions here on earth. The Christian, Muslims, Jewish. They all believe in a God and this and that. They don't realize that all came from, rooted in extraterrestrial beings. They were thought of. They called them gods. They didn't know any better. Nah. But that was all rooted in that.
Yeah, but you're looking extraterrestrial. You're looking at extraterrestrials. You're looking at it from some distant fake galaxy or star. That's all nonsense.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that what they saw in the skies, the gods and all that, was really that. It wasn't gods like they present them, in their religions, but it was extraterrestrial beings. They came and they...
Yeah, but what is extraterrestrial being? That just means you come from a different place.
Yeah, other than Earth, yeah. Agreed.
Well,
they're not from this world.
What's Earth? What's a world?
We don't know. That's just it. They're trying to get their hands on it.
But that's my point. See,
all I'm saying is that
you're going from textbook. You're going off information somebody told you what Earth, galaxy, universe.
I'm just.
You don't really know. No. You're taking secondhand, third-hand, fourth-hand information and just regurgitating it.
All I'm saying is, we're going.
If you haven't physically seen beyond the Earth, you can't say what it is. You're going off someone else's word.
No, I'm going by what I believe in.
No, but how could you...
Origin. I look at origin.
Okay, how could you believe in something you've never seen? How could you believe in a distant galaxy? How could you believe in an extraterrestrial coming from 3 galaxies over?
Because they see it every day.
You saw them come from there? Or did you see... No,
I didn't see them.
Did you see something... But did you see something... Yeah, in our local skies.
Yeah.
So how do you know where they're coming from? Because somebody told you?
No, I don't know where they're coming from.
You just told me from distant worlds.
I know they're otherworldly
How
beings.
do you know that? They could be coming from our oceans for all you know.
Possibility.
But see how? But hold on. No. I
may go that
But
route.
you filled in the blanks from Hollywood and NASA and what these government and
yes.
You're
those are the origins.
Your knowledge is based on corporation stuffing down your throat. You don't know.
Possibly.
All you know is possibly something was caught on somebody's camera in our own atmosphere. You don't know where it came from. You don't know anything else about it. You saw a light in our skies. That's it. That you cannot draw anything more than that. Now, if you start saying, "Oh yeah, that's coming from planet Nupton," or Mars, you're a moron. You're just repeating something you know nothing about.
I really don't have answers.
That'd be like me.
With that regard, I don't have answers, but
nobody does. But you see how you automatically... No, you said otherworldly. You automatically filled in those things subconsciously because that's how you're brainwashed. When that shit could be coming from a volcano in Hawaii. You don't even know. You don't know.
I don't know, and our scientists don't know.
Nobody knows. That's the point.
They won't even.
But you'll go on TV and they'll be telling you, "Oh, they come from here and they come from whatever, deep in the Milky Way galaxy." All that shit is nonsense.
Well, I'll leave you with this. Okay, we're not the only ones.
I agree.
We'll never be the only.
Cold-heartedly agree.
We're seated, and we're maturing.
False.
We're mentally, intelligently, we're we're at a level now where we're equating to their level.
No, this is the way I see it.
This is the. I'm telling you, I'll leave you
There
with
is another presence. There are maybe multiple presents. We don't know where they come from. They could be. They could be right here amongst us. They could blend in and camouflage right with you. They don't need to come from light years and that all that shit. That's fairy tale. That's nonsense. Nobody could even calculate that in their brains. What we know is you see something appear,